Today we are looking at the PC Linux OS. So here is the October edition, and the boot menu. You can see everything is simple. So here you should be seeing the options like a F1 to the F4. So when you click on F2 you should be seeing the English language. For the F3 the video mode, and for the F4 is the source. So I'm going to boot it in the live boot. So PC Linux OS is an independent Linux distribution. You get the 3 desktop environment. One is XFCE, KDE Plasma, and the MATE desktop environment. So you get the 3 desktop environments, and also the country of origin, it's from the United States of America. So the booting process will take like a 1 or 2 minutes usually. So I'm running it on the virtual machine, which is a VMware with a 60 GB of virtual disk, 8 GB of RAM, and my CPU is i5 1240p. So the XFCE desktop environment version should be 4.18, and also there are 2 other desktop environments. If you want to try it, you can try it. But if you have like a low-end PC, it's better to go with the XFCE, and also you can try the MATE. But KDE Plasma and the GNOME versions you already know. You don't get the GNOME version in the PC Linux OS, but I'm saying that the KDE Plasma and the GNOME version will consume a bit more when compared to the XFCE. So it's always a good option to go with the lightweight. If you have like a low-end PC, go with the XFCE. So the booting process will take a bit more here, as you can see. So it's still on the loading screen. So I already made a video on the Pico OS. So it's not the latest version, but if you want to check it out, you can check it out, because I'll be posting 2 videos daily without missing. And also if you want to subscribe, you can subscribe. And there will be some time difference or the gap in between 2 videos, because I need to edit and I need to post another video. So there will be like a 4 hours or 3 hours of gap in between 2 videos. So it's better to turn on the notification. As soon as the video is posted, you should be getting notification instead of just watching in my channel. So still we don't see any of the desktop or anything. It's still on the loading screen. So that's the reason I said it will take like a 1 or 2 minutes. Some distros will take lesser time, some distros will take a bit more. And also the user experience and also the booting process will take completely will be different in bare metal. So in the virtual machines, it's going to take a bit more when compared to the bare metal. In the bare metal, it's going to be performing way better, and also the booting process will take lesser time. And also CPU and RAM consumption will be also lesser. So you need to understand these common things. Some distros will take more resources, and will be some distros like having some lag here and there in the virtual machine, especially in the VMware. But in the VirtualBox, everything will be good, and the resources will be same in the both the virtual machines. But in the bare metal, the resources will be consuming less, and also the user experience will be smooth without any issues. So it's not every distro will be performing like that in the bare metal. So you need to understand this. Some distros will have issues in the virtual machines and also in the bare metal also. So you need to have this common information. So here you can see the language selection. I'm going to keep it like a United States, but you have like a plenty of languages available right here. I'm going to choose the US keyboard. I'm going to choose the international one, and I'm going to click on next. And here you should be seeing the username and all those things. So I'm going to choose the guest. Let me click on the enter. So I think there is no password or anything like that. I just clicked on enter. Maybe you should be logged in. So let's wait for a few more seconds. And here we have the desktop layout. So it's still loading, so we need to wait for a few more seconds. But there is no password or anything like that for the credentials in the live boot. So if you install, then you need to have your account and password. So here we have the desktop layout. I'm going to change the display settings first, and we can going to get all the other information. Let's go to the settings first. Let me find the display. Let's go down. Let me find the display settings first. In the configuration maybe settings editor. I don't think it's settings, display settings. So it's been like a few months maybe. I didn't make any video on the PC Linux OS, so that's the reason I can't find anything properly. So let me first find the display settings, maybe in the more applications. Nothing is here. Configuration, And also I'm sitting far away from the monitor, so I'm a bit away from the monitor, so I can't properly see. But here we have the displays. Let me find my display resolution, which is 1920 into 1080, and we don't have that resolution right here, so we're going to keep the other resolutions. Let me keep it like this. So the display settings, you don't get any other settings, so I'm just going to keep it like that because every font is properly. So if you want to change the display settings, you have the available settings here. Let's go to the settings manager. And also in the MATE or in the KDE Plasma desktop environment, I don't know how it's going to be, but I already made a lot of videos on the PC Linux. If you want to try it, if you want to watch the video, you can watch it in my channel. Let me click on apply. Let's see how it's going to look. So I think it's going to look properly, so I'm going to keep it like this one. And let's check other things. Let's first find the system monitor or the task manager. Before that, let's check the about XFCE. So you get the XFCE 4.18, GTK version 3.24.38, kernel version is 6.6.53. 6.6 version is the long-term version of the Linux kernel. I'm going to show you as soon as I open the browser. So it's October edition, or you can call it like 2024.10 edition. So here is all the information. Let's try to find the task manager, and we can go to all the other things later. So here is our task manager. So it's consuming like 750 MB. So in the bare metal, it's going to be a bit lesser also. So it should be like around like a 400 MB or 350 MB like that, or maybe like a 500 MB. It clearly depends on the PC, on the bare metal. So in the virtual machine, it's consuming like this. So there will be some 300-400 MB of difference maximum. You don't see like a 1 GB or anything like that. Here in the virtual machine, it's not consuming not even a 1 GB. So it should be just like a 300 MB difference maximum. So these are all the processes running right now. Let's check the about XFCE or about the task manager. 1.5.7. So the about XFCE already said that the version is 4.18. I'm going to keep it like this. I can change the display settings in the terminal, but I'm going to keep everything as default, so we can see how it works on the default display. So I'm going to open the internet browser here. Let's see what we have in the browsers. So you get a bunch of applications here, like a Firefox. It filled like a bloatwares, like a Mega Sync cloud storage. I don't know what it is, but I know just the Mega cloud storage, but I don't know async Mega Sync cloud storage. I don't know what it is, but let's open the Firefox web browser. And let's check the pre-installed applications. Here are applications. There are like a few unnecessary applications for some normal user, but it should be important for some users. It's completely different opinion, and it's different perspective. So games, you have Solitaire, graphics, GIMP, Restreto, image viewer, screen shooter. So Office Suite, you get a bunch of applications. Most of them is the LibreOffice. I don't know, Events PDF viewer. I never heard of that PDF viewer. And Synaptic Manager and the VirtualBox, sound and audio. You have a bunch of applications here also. On the video, you get the Spotify, Pedal, Media Player. So you get a few bloatware applications, but it's okay. So let's check the about support. I'm going to show you the about support and the official website later. So let's first check the version. So this is the stable and the latest version of the Firefox. So you get all the latest things, and also the long-term kernel, which will be end of life on December 2026 of the 6.6. I'm going to show you everything. So let me open all the important tabs, and we're going to go through all those things. So let me open it. So here I opened every important tabs and also the website. So here you should be seeing the version, which I already mentioned, build ID and distribution ID. It says nothing here. So the Linux kernel 6.6.53, and also when you go to the official website, the website is taking a lot of time to open. I don't know what's the issue, but it will take a lot of time to open. So you need to understand these common things also. So here is the official website of the Linux kernel. And I was talking about the PC Linux, so it will take a lot of time. I'm going to show you in a minute. So the Linux kernel, let's open the Linux kernel, which will be the obviously the first link, which is www.kernel.org. So the kernel we have is 6.6. So this is the long-term version. As you can see here, 6.6 is the long-term version. So if you don't know what is a long-term, you just need to go to the releases and you should be getting all the information about the kernel. So the 6.6 version end of life is December 2026, release date is 2023. So here is all the information about the Linux kernel. Let me close it. And now let's check other things. So I'm using 8 GB of RAM, which I already mentioned in the beginning. So the available RAM is 7.7 GB and disk space available is 3.8 GB. Here is some browser information, which I don't consider as important for the video. And here, when you scroll it down, you should be seeing like a Mesa and LLVM pipe information. When you scroll it down, you should be again seeing those things here itself, Mesa and LLVM pipe. And when you scroll it down, you should be also seeing the window protocol, which is X11. Desktop environment is a XFCE. And here is like a Mesa complete information. And the display resolution, we are using this resolution. And these are some additional or which is not important for the video, but if it's important for you, you can just pause the video and read everything here. So I'm just going to close the this one, and here is the official website. You just need to type in like a PC Linux OS, and the first link obviously will be the first official website, which is PC Linux OS. So here is the website. Again, if you click on anything, it's going to take like a few seconds or maybe more than a minute, because I don't know why the official website is taking a lot of time to open small things. So here is like updates and all those things. So when you click on October 2024, it's going to download the magazine PDF file. So I didn't download it, but about the news, I'm going to get all the information in the I'm going to provide everything in the description, or else I'm going to show you everything in the commands or in the terminal. So here you should be getting 3 desktop environment. So the XFCE doesn't have the 1920 into 1080 resolution, but if you want, you can choose other desktop environments. But I don't know how it's going to be performing. So I'm choosing the XFCE right now. So this is how it's performing in my PC. But if you want to choose any other thing, first try the MATE and then go with the KDE Plasma. So you just need to choose the desktop environment, and obviously it's going to take a few seconds and the download will be started. So again, I already said, so it's going to take a lot of time here. And here you should be seeing the date or the October edition. MATE edition 2024.10, whether it's a MATE, XFCE or KDE Plasma, you should be seeing this date and the edition of the ISO file. If it's right, then download. You can just click on download, or else you can choose the other mirrors. So it's going to take a few seconds or maybe minutes. It completely depends on your internet. And this is the 2024 PDF magazine of from the PC Linux OS itself. So that's how you download the PC Linux OS. And about the system requirements, you just need to type in like a PC Linux and just give it some space and system requirements. Here is all the information. Processor, any Intel, AMD or VIA x86_64 processor. Memory and storage, you need to have like a 512 MB of RAM, or 2 GB or more recommended. I'm using a 8 GB of RAM. And video card, NVIDIA, sound card, any sound blaster. Here is all the information. It's from the official website itself. So you need to have this much of resources. Again, if you have like a low-end PC, try this other desktop environments. Just instead of going firstly with the KDE Plasma, try the XFCE, then go with the MATE, or else finally test the KDE Plasma. So these are all some less resource consuming desktop environment, but KDE will when compared to the XFCE, KDE will be consuming a bit more. So you need to understand these common things. If you want to try to test it, always do your research. If you're satisfied, then go with the installation, or else there are a lot of Linux distributions available, so you don't need to worry about any distributions. You just need to search for the lightweight Linux distributions. You should be getting all the information. Use like a AI tools, you should be getting all the information in just a few seconds, or else you can watch my videos in my channel, or else you can watch any others videos in the YouTube. There are a lot of lightweight Linux distributions available. So let me open the terminal. So this is an independent Linux distribution, so you need to understand that also. So about the terminal, you get the 1.1.3. So I'm going to try the NeoFetch. So here is the NeoFetch. You get the PCLinuxOS with the kernel. Uptime is 16 minutes. Packages 1937 RPM. Shell bash version is 5.2.37. My monitor resolution, desktop environment, themes, default icons, CPU, terminal font, my RAM. So it's consuming like maybe 800 MB. So this is how it's performing. I don't have any issues. Everything is working properly. You just need to change the display settings. That's it. Let me try the INXi -SV8. Hit enter. And you should be getting all the distro information. I hope you are seeing properly without any issues here. So some people like the black background, some people like the light background. It's clearly different. So let's go through all those things. System, let's go with the first system. Host, it says like a local host because I didn't install it on my PC or in the VirtualBox, so that's the reason it says local host. It's a live boot. Kernel version, which is a long-term version. 64-bit compiler GCC version, you get the 14.2.0. And what else we have? The desktop environment 4.18.1. GTK version 3.24.34. So you get the latest applications, latest all those things. XFWM4 version 4.18.0. GDM version 2.20.11. Here is like a VMware information which is clearly unnecessary for the video. RAM 8GB, available is 7.7 GB, used is almost 900 MB. So these are all also unnecessary. So like a CPU, already mentioned my CPU. Here is like a flags, vulnerabilities, which is also clearly unnecessary for the video. So graphics, let's go with the display server Xorg. Version is 1.21.1.13 and the same version XFWM4 version. My resolution right now. And what else we have here? The OpenGL version is 4.5, Mesa version is 24.2.5, which I already mentioned in the beginning in the browser. LLVM pipe is right here. So now with the audio, here is the ELSA. Pipewire version is 1.2.5. What else we have still here? The network, which is clearly unnecessary. Bluetooth, I didn't use the Bluetooth for the virtual machine, VMware. So it says like a no Bluetooth data found. So you need to scroll it down. You should be seeing like a USB repos, which is unnecessary for the video, but if it's important for you, you can just pause the video and read everything. Process running right now 265. Uptime is almost 17 minutes. And after 17 minutes, I don't see any issues or anything like that. Everything is working properly. There is no bugs or anything right now. So I didn't see any bugs or anything like that. Init sysvinit version is 3.10. Shell bash version is 5.2.37. INXi version is 3.3.35. Compilers Clang version is 19.1.1. GCC already mentioned. So let me type in cat /etc/issue. So here you should be seeing the PCLinuxOS release 2024. It's a October edition, or you can call it like a 2024.10 edition. So we got all the audio, graphics, other information also. So about the installer, here is the installation guide. Let me open with the PDF viewer. So here you have all the information like with the screenshots. You can just install by watching this. So again, this is same thing. There is nothing complicated here. If you already tried the Calamars installer or the Linux installation, everything is same. Just some images are changed. You should be seeing the location, the keyboard, everything is same. There is nothing complicated or anything. Again, same automatic or the manual partitioning, same thing. So here is all the other information. So here you can install, so you get the PDF here, so you don't need to worry about anything. User account creation, which is also same. Everything is same. Summary screen, you should be seeing all the summary, whatever you choose in the previous installation steps will be right here. And installation will take like maybe 20-25 minutes, depends on the PC. If you have like a recommended requirements, you should be good. The recommended requirements is way lesser, so you should be installed without any issues. So this is how it looks after installation, and you can use it if you liked it. Then if you want to install this Linux distribution, do your research. If you're satisfied, then go with the installation. So it's from the United States of America, so you don't need to worry about anything, but it's better to try researching few things, because you don't need to trust anyone on the internet. So it's better to try to do your research. So that's the common thing which I usually say in every of my video. Even if it's from your own country, always try to do your research, because we don't know what happens in the country. So that's the reason. Always go do your research. If you're satisfied, then go with the installation, or else just skip these distributions and go with another distributions. So you don't need to worry about anything. So about the panels, so it's obviously the XFCE, so you should be getting the same things. There is nothing changed here. So power options, nothing customization is here. So you get the basic XFCE. So in the desktop, you should be getting the same wallpapers. You don't see any other wallpapers. And in the menu icons, everything is pretty much same. So I'm going to do a stress test by opening a few applications, and I'm going to end the video. So right now it's consuming like a 926 MB. So I'm going to open like a few applications to see how it's going to perform. So let's try to open like a GIMP. Let's try to find like a few applications which consumes a bit of high resources. Let's even open the file manager. So because I do this type of test, because a normal user will be opening like a 4 or 5 applications at once. So if anything crashes here, so you need to be careful while installing. So if we don't see any issues, then it's better to try it. So we open like a few applications, like a 4 or 5 applications. Let's try to find few more. VLC media player. Let's try to open the Spotify. What else we have? The software center. Let me open the Synaptic package manager and also the VirtualBox. And let's see how it's performing in the task manager. So you should be seeing like a high resource or the high graph here, because I opened every application set without any delay. So you should be seeing a high graph, but after opening all the applications, you should be seeing the again stable graph. So most of the cases here, most of the graph, the CPU is pretty much stable here, but there is a high peak here and there. But XFCE, obviously you don't have any issues with the XFCE desktop environment or the OpenBox or JWM. So those are some good desktop environments. So I didn't face any issues or any lag or anything. Just some display settings, you can fix that thing on your own. So I don't see any issues. I didn't feel anything like that. Everything is working properly, and also it consumes less resources. So it's right now it's consuming like a 1.6 GB. In the bare metal, it's going to be consuming a way lesser. So let's try to switch the applications. Let's see whether there is any lag. So I don't see any lag, and also you need to understand that I have like a way more than recommended requirements, so it should be performing better obviously. So you need to try it on the low end PC, and do let me know in the comment section how it's going to perform. So if you want to try do your research, and if you're satisfied, then go with installation. And if you tried, then let me know in the comment section. It also helps me and also others. So this program will download and install the Oracle VirtualBox non-ESOSE edition. So I don't want to install. So I thought the VirtualBox is installed, so you need to download and install that. So I'm just going to skip it. About the Spotify, you can just log in. So there is no lag or any issues. Everything is working properly. So this is all the resources running right now, or the process running right now. 1.5 GB of RAM. Process 280, CPU is 18% under 20%, you can call it like that. So everything is working properly without issues, and login credentials is nothing. You just need to click on enter and that's it. About the XFCE, about the GIMP, you get the 2.10.38. About the XFCE, you get the latest XFCE. So you get the latest applications here, latest other things. What else we have? The kernel, you get the LTS, which is a long-term kernel. So you don't have any problem until like a 2026 December. The LibreOffice, let's check what application version we have. So you still get the latest LibreOffice application also. All the applications are updated, or the applications you get is latest here. And about the Synaptic Package Manager, you don't get the latest version 0.58. I don't know whether it's old version or way older. I don't know. The latest version should be like a 0.91.3 or 2, something like that. So these are all the packages. So installed packages will be right here. So you just need to scroll it down. You should be seeing all the installed packages. And let me close it. About the Thunderbird, let's see what version we get. Do we get any like a Supernova or Nebula? You get the Nebula version 128, which is also the latest version. Let me close the Thunderbird. VLC, you should be also getting the latest VLC. The icon is changed, 3.0.21. So you get all the latest application. About the file manager, which is XFCE tuner 4.18.10. So here is the file system. So you already know how to customize, how to change the preference. So I'm just going to close everything and I'm going to end the video. So my final thoughts are everything is working fine without any issues. CPU is also working properly. The RAM is also consuming bit lesser also. So in the bare metal, it's going to be consuming lesser. So I think everything is working fine without issues. So if you want to try, you can try it on your own. And if you installed, do let me know in the comment section. So there is no credentials for the live boot. So I'm going to end the video. So let me first show you the logout screen and I'm going to end the video. So let's wait for a few more seconds. And also I'll be posting like a 2 videos daily. I already posted PKOS and this will be the other video. So there will be some gap between 2 videos. So it's better to subscribe and turn on notifications. So you should be getting the videos as soon as it's posted. So here is some options. If you want to try it, you can try it. So I'm going to shut it down. So the password is nothing. So you just need to click on guest and you should just click on enter and that's it. So thanks for watching. Peace out.